Hello beautiful people, welcome and welcome back to my channel. So y'all, I'm back again with another sit down video, and in this video, obviously by the title, I'm going to talk about what I've been doing in the past few months to help clear my acne. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you have not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. Continue to support. I appreciate all the support as far as you guys subscribing and liking my videos. So let's get right into this video. After I graduated high school, I started breaking out really bad, and throughout like my college years and like just living life and stuff like that, I really have not been able to like come to a real reason why I was breaking out so bad. And I've tried so many different products. I went to so many different dermatologists, and I just feel like it just wasn't meshing. Like, I've been recommended to take birth control, I've been recommended to take Accutane, like all of the stuff that I really am not into doing and I've never really been into doing. But I tried the birth control for like 3 months. It didn't really work. I was like, my cutoff is 3 months. If I don't notice any difference, I'm not gonna keep taking it because it is a hormone. Fast forward, prior to September, I was breaking out so bad. Like, my face was just like flaring up with like cystic acne, dark spots, little like pimples, like whiteheads, and it was just like, I was like, what the heck is going on? So I started doing a lot more research with myself, and I've been researching for a very long time. So I've tried different things, and I've gone through phases where my skin would like be happy and it would be doing thriving, all these things, and then randomly I just started breaking out, and I started like looking into my diet. I'm like looking into all the other stuff I'm going to talk about in this video. Finally, I think it's not perfect, but I think I've come to maybe like a routine that has been working for me, and I just wanted to share it with you guys in case you guys are going through the same thing. Number one, I started kind of detoxing with foods. So I already read a lot of labels. Like, I read so many food labels whenever I go shopping. It's like a whole thing. I've been like reading labels. I've been making sure everything is clean, or at least I try my hardest to make sure like the stuff in the food that I'm eating is as clean as it can be. I know we can't have it 100% in this day and age, but for the most part, I read my food labels, and I try to not eat a lot of dairy. Honestly, I don't think dairy 100% is the sole problem of what my skin was going through. I've never really had a food allergy test. I've had like a regular allergy test, not a food allergy test, so I can't really say specifically if I'm allergic to dairy or not. But when I do eat it, I don't really notice anything different to be like, oh yeah, it's definitely causing my acne. I don't drink regular milk. If I'm gonna drink milk or put milk in my smoothies, I usually just use like a almond milk, oat milk, or cashew milk. But I'm not very strict on the dairy thing. I read a lot of my food labels now, since I've gotten in such a habit that that's what I do. I already kind of know like the type of stuff that I buy, so I don't have to spend too much time in the grocery store reading labels anymore, because I kind of just stick to the same brands that I already know works and is clean, doesn't contain a lot of chemicals. The other thing that I've been very mindful in incorporating is drinking at least half a gallon or a gallon of water a day. So I fill this bottle up. It's the TAL brand Hydro Flask, and it can hold 64 ounces of water in here. And if you want to do a gallon of water, you just need to refill it twice. I try my best to like finish this at least one time in a day, but this is literally the best thing ever, because in the summertime it keeps your water cold. If you get your water cold, it will stay cold. Back in September, when I was trying to figure out like my hormones and all these things that's going on, so I did my research and I found out this supplement called Vitex Berry or Chast Berry. It's a supplement that can help regulate and balance your hormone if it's imbalanced. And I obviously did my research. Don't just take things without doing your own research, please. But I did my research, and I took it for about, I believe I took it for at least 3 months. And I was just trying to see like what is going on, like if this will help. Obviously the first month, no changes. The second month, no changes like that significant to notice. And then the third month was when I started noticing even my period started being regulated. It started feeling a little bit less heavy. My face started clearing up. That was just one thing that I incorporated. So I was like, okay, cool. So I took it for just 3 months and then I stopped because I didn't want to continue taking it for a very long time. So I also was taking a gut probiotic, Megaspore, what was it called? Megaspore probiotics that my natural holistic doctor recommended that I take. And the purpose of that, it's not like your regular probiotic. So it's like a spore probiotics. It basically just helps lining the gut and making it stronger, rather than like some probiotics, they usually don't even get past your stomach because of the acidity of it. And they have a lot of benefits, including like helping with the immune system, regulating your bowel movement and your skin. It's a lot. You have to take like at least 6 tablets or 6 of those capsules a day, and I only took at least 3 a day, so I didn't take the whole full 6. Like, I cook a lot at home, so I just continue doing that and cooking my meals and making sure I'm eating enough vegetables. I do try to eat more vegetables than I do eat meat. And if I'm eating meat, the only type of meats that I really eat is either chicken or turkey. I don't really do red meats. And if I'm doing any type of red meat, really would be like beef. So cooking at home, making sure I'm getting all my vegetables, I'm getting all my fruits. I do eat a lot of smoothies. Like I make a lot of smoothies in the morning or just before I go work out. So I incorporate a lot of like different type of like supplements in my smoothie, like the supplement powders in my smoothies, and fruit as well. If I'm not able to like eat the actual fruit, I'll put them in my smoothie so that I'll just drink it in the morning. Another thing that I started doing was being very consistent with my fitness, and I was working out at least 2 to 3 times a week. It wasn't a lot, but it was enough because I also work a full-time job, so I'm like, I can't come and kill myself. And also doing a lot of walks. So I was going outside before it was really cold. I'll walk for about 45 minutes to an hour. The goal was always to try to do at least 3 miles walking, and sometimes I'll run, but for the most part I was walking a lot. I'm still trying to do that now, but it's cold. It just depends on the weather, to be completely honest with you guys. The other thing was I've incorporated just like trying to be aware and mindful of my mental health. You need to take care of your mind and your mindset and your mental. This is all the things that I've learned in the last few years of just like doing my own research for my acne and just trying things. Using regular pads don't really support your hormonal health, so I've cut down on regular pads. I stopped using them years ago. I currently use an organic brand, and I feel like even since when I first started this years ago, it has helped tremendously with my periods and just like the pain and the mood swings and all of these things, and even like the heavy bleeding. Just avoiding toxic chemicals in general. And this is literally anywhere, like the stuff you use at home to clean, the things you put in your mouth and eat, like makeup. I'm still working on like trying to cut down slowly but surely. Once I start running out of my old stuff that I have, I'm definitely going to start buying the plant-based, vegan, clean, tox-free beauty products, and even like doing my household like cleaning and all that stuff. So that's what I'm working on. Last but not least, the most important thing that I've been doing and incorporating is my topicals. So I use tretinoin. I've been using that for years. It has helped with the dark spots. Whenever I get a pimple, I do my regular skin routines and then I'll put tretinoin all over my face. Wake up the next day, it shrinks it or it's gone, like literally. And I've been using this for years. My face is pretty much used to it. Alongside that, I mentioned in my previous video, I use a sulfur topical lotion from my dermatologist as well. And that, I think my skin actually loves sulfur, or any type of like sulfur included sodium, like sulfacetamide. And that's an antibiotic. Pretty much what it does, it just helps unclog your pores and reduce inflammation. Pretty much that's what it does. in a nutshell. So that has helped me tremendously. And alongside all of those things, just trying to have a clear mind, reducing stress, getting my sleep, and I mentioned drinking my water. All of those things combined has been what has been helping my skin. For the most part, diet, environment, the chemicals and all the things that we're putting in our body, all the things that we're eating, all the things that we're inhaling does not really help our skin. And then we as women, we have like hormones, and then it's like a whole bunch of other things that's associated with hormone. And it's a very sensitive thing that I feel like a lot of dermatologists just kind of give you the standard, like, here you go, take birth control. It's kind of how I felt when I was going through all these dermatologists. I hear so many stories of like people who have been on birth control for so long, and now finally they're deciding they want to come off of it for whatever reason. Now their body is kind of like confused and trying to figure out like now how to go back working again, like your hormones working by itself again. Me personally, I've just taken a very holistic, functional approach for my health with a lot of things in my life. I literally love anything holistic, anything naturopathic, like just functional ways of helping our bodies heal without taking pills, like drugs. I am still a work in progress. I'm still learning. Definitely do not take any of these information I said as a medical advice or anything like that. I'm not a professional in that field, so I really honestly don't know. But I just do my own research, and I try to learn as much as I can when it comes to things that can stress you out, and probably lead to anxiety and a whole bunch of other things that will cause you to break out more. So I still break out, and sometimes I mess up. Sometimes I eat a lot of processed food. I try not to, but as much as I try not to, I'm human. I still do here and there. I think it's just something that is a balance. You don't want to like restrict yourself from a lot of things, but you also want to have balance between the two. You can't do too much processed food and not enough whole foods. I hope this video wasn't all over the place. And if you have any suggestions on things that you use that helps or has been helping your skin, if you have acne or hormonal imbalance, or anything like that, any recommendation, please feel free to leave them below in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Okay, bye guys.